and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. Last time around we took down all the Elite Four members of the Pokemon League. And today it's time to face our final challenge in the Pokemon League. Well, that is a giant door! Isn't that a little bit overkill? Well, I guess we gotta get intimidated somehow to just know that this is no easy task, that this is going to be one tough match. Welcome, Emil. I was hoping I would get to see you make it here one day. Tell me, what have you seen in your journey with your Pokemon? What have you felt meeting so many other trainers out there? Traveling this rich land of Hoenn, has it awoken something inside you? I want you to come at me with all that you've learned. My Pokemon and I will respond in turn with all that we know. Let it begin! With this awesome battle music, we got the fight against Steven, the champion of Hoenn. He's going to start off with Skarmory, level 57, Steel Flying type, with the ability Sturdy, with the moves Toxic, Aerial Ace, Spikes, and Steel Wing. Now what this Skarmory is going to try to do is going to set up some moves, it's going to try to poison you, and because of the ability Sturdy, it won't actually get knocked out in one hit and critical hit. Really, are you going to start off the fight like that, Steven? And of course, when his Pokemon gets low on health, he's going to use his full restores. But anyway, I really like this champion music, but I do think I like Gianta's theme more from Pokemon X and Y. But with 2 discharge, Skarmory is down, and he didn't even get to set up anything at all. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, next up on his roster is going to be his Aggron, level 57, Steel Rock type, with the ability Sturdy, with the moves Stone Edge, Earthquake, Iron Tail, and Dragon Claw. I actually don't know which Pokemon I want to go into. I'm thinking that Metagross is probably the best option, but I don't want to get hit by an Earthquake, so I think I'm actually going to go with Bubbles, because Metagross is probably going to be the MVP of this battle. He's probably going to be the Pokemon that do it for us. So, well, I wanna give everyone else a fair shot too. Oh yeah, I got Superpower, but that isn't going to help me that much because of the Sturdy ability. But oh god, it's actually faster than Bubbles. Didn't really expect that, but anyway, let's go for Waterfall. Let's see how much damage this does. It does a little bit under half. I know that Aggron is a physical monster, but would have hoped it would have made a little bit more damage than that. And let's see, Superpower, there we go, 4 times super effective, takes out the Aggron. Good job, Bubbles. Anyway, next up on Steven's roster is going to be his Cradily, level 57, Rock Grass type, with the ability Suction Cup, with the moves Giga Drain, Ancient Power, Sludge Bomb, and Confuse Ray. I kind of want to give everyone on the team a fair shot. I do believe Barb hasn't actually done anything at all in the Pokemon League, but it's kind of hard to do something with the Pokemon that I've come up against. So, I think that Metagross is actually the best option for this, if I'm going to be completely honest. So, Cradily, very defensively oriented Pokemon, but when I first fought this, when I first played Ruby, I didn't really know what kind of weaknesses that Cradily had, but now I know that the weaknesses that Cradily has is actually quite a few. It's weak against Bug, Steel, Fighting, and Ice, so it's got quite a few weaknesses actually, but some of them you might not even have known about. But here we go, Mega Evolved Metagross, because he's going to be, as I said, the MVP of this fight pretty much. And 1 meter match is going to take it out, even though creatively, as I said, very defensively oriented. I will still be able to take it out in one hit. And next up on Steven's roster is going to be his Clay Doll. Level 57, ground psychic type, with the ability Levitate, with the moves Reflect, Light Screen, Extrasensory, and Earth Power. So what this Clay Doll is going to try to do is going to try to set up a Reflect and a Light Screen, so your attacks won't be able to do that much more to his other Pokemon. So, I'm thinking that maybe setting up a Sword Stance could actually be a good option. Unfortunately, I've already Mega Evolved Metagross, so I won't be able to Mega Evolve Azula, but... Oh, Azula could have actually been a good option too, but he actually didn't decide to use one of his setup moves, which I'm pretty happy about actually. Anyway, Night Slash takes out Clay Doll in one hit. Actually, Mega Evolving Azula would have not been a bad option either. Anyway, next up on Steven's roster is going to be his Armaldo, level 57. Rock Bug type with the ability Battle Armor, with the moves Excisor, Rock Blast, Marrow Claw, and Crush Claw. Armaldo, really slow but really good physical attacker as I missed Stone Edge. I guess it had to happen someday that I missed Stone Edge. Because I don't think I've done that a whole lot in this Let's Play. But anyway, it's time to bring back in Metagross. But yeah, Armaldo, really slow, but really good physical attack. Anyway, let's go for the Meteor Mash! Take out the Armaldo in one hit, which leaves Steven with only one Pokemon remaining. And that is going to be his main one, his Metagross, level 59, Steel Psychic type, with the ability Clear Body, with the moves Bullet Punch, Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, and Giga Impact. And as you will realize, it is also going to be holding a Metagross side, so it's Mega Metagross versus Mega Metagross. But of course, mine is shiny, and okay, that didn't actually do that much damage, but for some reason, he's going to use Giga Impact, but I guess it's actually the strongest move he's going to have against me, but with Giga Impact, he's going to have to recharge the next turn, so I'm pretty certain that he's going to try to use a full restore here, so I'm just going to use Earthquake because it's the best method of attacking that I got against this Metagross, and all those moves that Metagross has, I'm going to be able to resist with my Metagross, but fortunately enough, I got Earthquake on me, so this is definitely the more favorable option. But anyway, let's go for another Earthquake. And this turn, he's going to have to recharge, so it's not going to be able to do anything at all. So, Steven, you are down. My Metagross was definitely superior to your Metagross. So I, the champion, fall in defeat. Just as I've come to expect. Emil, you are truly an excellent Pokemon trainer. Congratulations to you, and thank you. I had wanted to learn how you feel about this world, what kinds of ideals you have developed with your Pokemon. I feel I was able to find the answer in our battle. The feelings you have for your Pokemon, and the way that your Pokemon gave their all in battle in response to those feelings. Those two together created a great power. That is how you seize victory today. I felt a thrill of excitement in my breast when we first met, and now I know for sure that feeling was not misplaced. You are rightfully the Hoenn region's new... May! Emil, wait! I got some advice you got to hear before you challenge the champion! Oh, wait, what? What? Emil, could it be that... It's already over? See? What did I say, May? Didn't I tell you that Emil would be just fine? Emil, you've finally done it. When I heard that you defeated your own father at the Pelberg Gym, I thought perhaps you had a chance. But to think you've actually become the champion? But congratulations on today's victory. Now go in there with your head held high. Emil, no, I should call you the Hoenn region's new Pokemon League champion. Come with me, champion. I'm very sorry, but only a trainer who has successfully become the champion may go beyond this point. You'll need to wait outside with the professor. No way! Just joking, it's okay, it's fine. rules are rules, right? Emil, honestly, congratulations. This room. This is where we maintain the records of Pokemon that prevailed through the harshest of battles. It is here that League champions are honored. Come, we will use this machine to record your name and the names of partners who battle along with you to triumph over the Pokemon League. So here we have them in their full glory. We got 4. Metagross doesn't have a nickname. Pan, the Sceptile. Barb, the Crobat, who actually didn't do anything at all in the Pokemon League, but Bubbles, the Azumarill. And Azula, the Absol. Congratulations on becoming Pokemon League champion of the world, or of Hoenn, but there we go. You've finally done it. Welcome back, Emil. I just thought, you know, that since we were both here and all, that I'd wait for you. We set out on this journey together, right? So maybe we should finish it together too. Hehe! So come on, let's go home. Back to Little Road Town. Well, I'm sorry to say, May, but my journey is not quite over because we still got some after-game stuff to take care of, but we'll take care of that whenever the time comes. But here we go. We have defeated our champion, Steven, and he was not really that difficult at all. Especially with Metagross. That Metagross just made that fight so easy, I gotta admit. So, yeah, this completes the main story of Pokemon Omega Ruby. As I mentioned, I will obviously do the aftergame because there's a bunch of legendary Pokemon to catch. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of aftergame. Well, shouldn't say there's not a whole lot of aftergame content because there's actually one thing after you defeated a champion that will happen, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, as there isn't that much stuff. I mean, Platinum had a bunch of aftergame stuff. Which is probably my favorite aftergame in any Pokemon game, because of how many things you could actually do. But, yeah, this is, I guess, where our kind of journey comes to an end, and here we can see what, I guess, Pokemon we choose, and what Pokemon we fought at that point when we chose them, and some important battles that I guess that can bring back some memories. But I gotta say, this Let's Play has definitely taken the most time to edit. I mean, these sidebars that I've done, I mean, an episode could have taken probably around an hour or maybe 2 hours, depending on how many bios there are. So this is probably the Let's Play that I put in the most effort in terms of editing. No, not in terms of editing, but in terms of making the bios and just making everything look nice. At least I think so. Pokemon X definitely took the longest time because or that one took a long time too, because I also made the route bios on which Pokemon you can find there. And look at Zubat over there. And I edited in every like small screen and whatnot. But this Let's Play, I decided to just have this big screen and a small screen on at the same time, because a lot more things had to do with the small screen here than it had in Pokemon X and Y, but yeah, maybe at sometimes I felt that I put too much work on my hands, that I maybe put too much to do actually, but I think it worked out in the end. Hopefully it added that a little bit more flair to it, or added a little bit more to the Let's Play, to when if I would have usually done just the screens and not done any bios or anything that to do with the gym leaders and whatnot. Hopefully you have found it informative and it helped you. But anyway, here you can see Archie, which we didn't even get to fight alongside this journey. Of course, you're going to be fighting Team Magma if you're playing Alpha Sapphire, but I think you realized that at that point. And look at the size difference there, but the power difference was definitely there, with Bubbles just pretty much wrecking everything that she came up against. Pikachu had her own voice, or had its own voice? Really? Okay then. So I don't really know what more to say now. As I said, of course I'm doing the after game, but I don't know how long that will take. There is a bunch of legendary Pokemon for us to catch, but it's also going to have to do with Pokemon not only from Omega Ruby. There's some version exclusive legendaries in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I haven't actually finished the main story of Alpha Sapphire, and I kind of want to do that before I begin the after game, or before I begin trying to catch all the legendaries. So I don't know how long that will actually take. I'm at Fortress City there, so I just have to play through the main story and catch those legendary Pokemon that I need. Then I will begin catching those legendary Pokemon here in Omega Ruby, so I'll show you that. But anyway, here you can, as I said, you can see previous locations we've been to and the Pokemon that I guess got us through that, or did some important things like Metang, and of course Absol, who proved to be not very good in the beginning. I kind of struggled with her, but at the end of the journey I was really impressed by her, and there is Rauda. And as I also mentioned, I was really impressed by Bubbles. I didn't really expect her to be as good as she actually was. So if you're a fan of Meryl or a Sumer as me, I definitely highly recommend her. Unfortunately, Clefairy was a DexNav exclusive. If I would have been able to pick it up earlier, I would have probably done that. And yeah, look at the size difference there on Primal Groudon and Manectric. But I was very surprised that I managed to catch that Groudon with full health with one Ultra Ball. Here we go, Wallace. Also, something I guess I should mention. In Emerald, you will actually be fighting Wallace as the champion. Kinda strange, I gotta admit, that I actually changed up the champion. It is the only game that I have actually done that. And here is Wally with Barb against his Gallade. And I guess we're going to be seeing the Elite Form, or I guess champions, Metagross versus Metagross. And of course, my Metagross was superior because it was shiny, and because it had an Earthquake to actually hit another Metagross. And we've been cycling for so long, it has turned into nighttime. Even though it's only 11:46 p.m. in real life. Well, whatever then, I'm not going to question it. I mean, there's not even any night in this game, I just realized that. It's always daytime. Well, there is an in-game clock, but there's no such thing as nighttime in this Pokemon game, which I definitely find kind of strange, because Pokemon X and Y there was nighttime, and in Pokemon even Heart Gold and Soul Silver there was nighttime, so just because in the original there wasn't anything at all called night at all too, but I guess that's why it's like this. Here we are on Road 103 again. Wow, it's so nostalgic, you know. Oh, remember that pond? That's where first battle, isn't it? And it's the pond that you see in the opening screen, actually. Emil, could you do something for me? Come on, let's battle one more time. I want to know what you saw on your journey, how you felt, and what you experienced out there. I want to understand everything about you and your Pokemon, Emil. And then, I want you to understand everything about me and mine. So here we go, surprise rival battle against me! She's going to start out with the Swallow. So it's kind of like in Pokemon X and Y, where after you defeated the champion, AC will actually challenge you. And okay, I'm starting off with Thor, so this is actually not a bad matchup at all, and I'm actually quicker than Swallow. I didn't really anticipate that. And it's going to go for you to... Oh wait! Did I say that it was not a night cycle in this game? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I am such an idiot. But anyway, she's going to bring in her Wailord. And why would he even do that? I'm going to rain down the thunder. Of course there's a day and night cycle in this game. What am I even thinking? I guess I was thinking that in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, there was no such thing as a day and night cycle, I guess. But anyway, next up on her roster is going to be her Breloom. So, here we go. Barb, you're finally going to do something here. It only took after a Pokemon League until you will actually do something useful with the acrobatics and the drrrr, and you get effect score even after doing that. Anyway, Breloom is down either way, and next up on her roster is going to be her Raichu. So, who do I... Metagross, I think I will actually bring in for this one. Because, of course, I got Earthquake, and this is pretty much the only Pokemon that I have that is going to be super effective against the electric types, so... I don't know if I want to... yeah, let's Mega Evolve with Metagross. I think it's the best Pokemon to Mega Evolve with, Mega Evolve it with yet again. I mean, it's just too good for its own good almost. Now, if you started with Mudkip, May will actually have a Macargo on her team instead of her main Pokemon or her main starter. So she's going to have Raichu, Macargo, Wailord, and Sceptile on her team if you started with Mudkip. Now if you started with Torchic, there we go. She's going to have a Raichu, Breloom, Macargo, and Swampert on her team. Okay, she used U-turn again. And if you started with Trico like me, she's going to have Raichu, Wailord, Breloom, and Blaziken. So, hello there, Blaziken. How are you doing on this fine day? And they're going to be holding their respective Mega Evolution Stones. So, this could be troublesome if I didn't have Send Headbutt. Here we go, Blaziken. You're down. You didn't stand much of a chance, did you? And of course, for the third time in this battle, it's going to bring in her Swallow. And finally, Swallow is going to go down. Well, you were actually weaker than Wally, or were you? No, you were actually a little bit stronger than Wally, or you didn't actually stand much of a chance either. I gotta admit. Thanks, Emil. You really are a champion. Meeting so many different people. And encountering so many Pokemon. It's just really... It's been really fun. Ah! Emil! Look at that! Thank you everyone for watching the main story of Pokemon Omega Ruby. As I said, I will of course be covering the after game. So anyway, I guess thank you very much for watching. Next time on Pokemon Omega Ruby, well, things will definitely happen. We'll see what will happen, but things will definitely happen. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And it's the end of the video. Goodbye. Norman? Norman? Sorry, I know you're watching your show, but... What is it? You do remember that we plan to go watch a meteor shower in Most Deep? Ah, about that! I've been meaning to tell you, but... It looks like I'm going to have to be at the gym that day. Yeah, I know I'm a bad father and husband, but... Oh well. Work is work, I suppose. Okay, that's a little bit awkward, I gotta admit. I'm sorry, honey. Take your wife out to Mossy! I demand it, Norman! It's fine. No, really. It's fine. No, but what should we do with the tickets we bought? That's true. We already paid for them, so... To be continued.